There is a word more dangerous than fear, a word heavier than chains, a word that holds more people hostage than any prison on earth. That word is pass. Not pass like a test. No, I'm talking about the past. Yesterday. The pain you buried but never healed, the betrayal that shattered your trust, the words you wish you never said, the ones you wish you did, the moment you lost everything and smiled like you were okay. The past is a ghost that doesn't knock. It just shows up in your silence, in your sleep, in your smile that fades too fast. And the worst part? Most people never escape it because they don't see the bars. They don't see the invisible prison made of memories, of regret, of shame. They wear chains of what could have been, while life keeps moving without apology. But listen to me now, and listen with your soul. The past is not your home. It's not your name. It's not your identity. And if you don't kill it, it will kill everything you're trying to become. Your past is not just a memory. It's a shadow. And if you're not careful, it will walk behind you for the rest of your life. Whispering lies in your ear. Lies like, you're not enough. You'll never change. You are your mistakes. But let me tell you something the world won't. Your past is not your prison, unless you decide to keep locking yourself inside it. You see, pain only repeats when it's not healed. Regret only owns you when you refuse to forgive yourself. And guilt? Guilt is the devil's mirror. It shows you who you were, not who you can become. Stop letting yesterday define today. Stop dragging the dead version of you into rooms you were meant to conquer. You can't build a future while holding a funeral for the past. Let that version die. Bury it. Grieve it. And then rise. Because the most dangerous thing you can do is let a moment become your identity. You're not the one who failed. You're not the one who got hurt. You're not the one who gave too much. You are still becoming. And nothing, I mean nothing, has the power to cancel your next chapter unless you give it that power. Every scar you carry is proof that you survived. But survival is not your finish line. It's your foundation. The past only has power when you keep feeding it. Starve it. Silence it. Outgrow it. Because one day they'll ask you, how did you become so strong? And you'll smile and say, I stopped living in the prison of what was, and I walked into the fire of what could be. Some people are not stuck because of what's around them. They're stuck because of what's behind them. They can't move forward because they keep turning back. They keep looking over their shoulder at things that are already gone, already dead, already done. You see, your feet can be pointed toward the future, but if your mind is still trapped in the past, you're not going anywhere. Like Lot's wife. God told her, run forward. Don't look back. But what did she do? She turned around, one glance, one moment of hesitation. And it cost her everything, not because she was weak, but because she couldn't let go of where she came from. How many blessings have you missed because you kept replaying the pain? How many opportunities have passed you by because your mind was still in a conversation that ended years ago, still bleeding over someone who already walked away, still carrying shame for something you were supposed to learn from, not live in? We say we want to grow, we say we want peace, but we can't stop checking the rearview mirror, even when it's full of wreckage. And let me tell you this, if the enemy can't destroy your future, he'll distract you with your past. He'll keep whispering, remember what happened? Remember how they hurt you? Remember when you failed? Why? Because every second you spend looking backward is a second stolen from your destiny. But here's the truth. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become next. The past doesn't need your attention. It needs your release. You need to stop reliving it and start redefining yourself in spite of it. You are not your lowest moment. You are not that bad decision. You are not the person they walked away from. You are not the mistake you made when you didn't know better. You are a living story, and your next page is unwritten. But if you keep flipping back to chapter 2, you'll never reach chapter 20. God isn't in what you lost. He's in what you still have left. So stop bowing at the grave of your old self. Stop worshipping the pain. Stop making an idol out of your trauma. You're not meant to stay broken just because it's familiar. You're not meant to stay angry just because it protects you. And you're not meant to stay guilty just because you think you deserve it. Let the past burn. Let it hurt. Let it scream. But do not let it lead. You have places to go. You have people to meet. You have strength inside you that hasn't even been touched yet. But to unlock it, you must stop looking back. Because what's ahead of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your past will trick you. It will whisper lies so familiar, you start calling them truth. It'll say, because something broke you before, you'll break again. Because they hurt you, no one will ever truly love you. Because you failed once, that must mean you're a failure. But your past is not a prophet. It can't see your future. It only repeats what already happened. And if you listen too long, you'll start to relive what you were meant to outgrow. Let me tell you something the pain won't. The past has no power unless you give it permission. It can only rule you if you keep bowing to it. It can only follow you if you keep dragging it along. Scars are not life sentences. They are signs that you survived. You made it through what was meant to destroy you. And now it's time to live like you know that. You are not what you did when you were lost, confused, hurting, or desperate. And you are not what they did to you, no matter how deep the cut, no matter how long it's bled. You are not their betrayal. You are not their absence. You are not the echo of your worst moment. You are what you choose to become today. And if you choose strength, if you choose healing, if you choose forward, then nothing behind you has the power to stop you. Let them talk. Let them gossip about your past. Let them repeat the stories they don't understand, because that's their business, not your identity. The truth is, people love to drag your name through the dirt, especially when they can't stand to see you rise from it. They don't see the nights you cried alone. They didn't feel the shame you carried. They only see the headlines, not the healing. But you are not obligated to explain anything. You don't owe anyone your pain in paragraphs. You don't need to defend your growth. Every great person, every warrior, prophet, king, queen, legend, has a chapter they don't read out loud, a dark season, a hard fall, a version of themselves they buried to become who they are now. But listen, kings don't explain their scars. They rule with them. They don't run from their past. They stand on it. They don't hide their pain. They use it. They rise from the ashes without asking for applause. Your past may have shaped you, but it will never define you unless you let it. So wear your scars like armor, not as a sign of shame, but as proof that you're still here, still rising, still ruling, still rewriting your story on your terms. So yes, maybe you were broken, maybe you were a mess, maybe you were toxic, lost, angry, confused, afraid. But that was then, and this is now. Don't let people chain you to a version of yourself you've already outgrown. You don't live there anymore. The most dangerous person in this world is not the one who's never been touched by pain. It's not the one who's had an easy life. It's not the one who's never failed, never cried, never fallen. The most dangerous person in this world is the one who has faced hell and came out stronger. The one who was left for dead emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but refused to die. The one who sat in silence with tears burning in their soul and still got up the next morning like nothing happened. The one who was rejected, abandoned, humiliated, and use that pain as fuel. The one who lost everything, money, love, friends, peace, but refused to lose their soul. That's a warrior. That's a storm wrapped in skin. That's someone you should never bet against. They were betrayed, lied to, replaced, but they didn't become bitter. They still believe in purpose. They still believe in destiny. They still walk with hope. You think strength is found in muscles? Number real strength is found in scars. Scars that prove you survived what was meant to destroy you. And the truth is, that person can be you. If, and only if, you stop letting the past hold you hostage. If you stop replaying the pain like it's a movie you're addicted to. If you stop identifying with who you were and start embracing who you're becoming. You don't need revenge. You don't need validation. You need rebirth. Let the past be the past. Let what broke you become what built you. You are not weak because you feel pain. You are powerful because you refuse to stay in it. No one makes it out of the fire looking the same, but the ones who make it out, they shine differently. And that shine, that light, is the one thing the darkness can never take back. You are that light, so stop dimming it for the sake of your past. Your future is still waiting, and it's time to become dangerous. They might still talk about your old chapters, but you've started a new book. You've evolved, you've healed, you've changed. That storm didn't kill you, it shaped you. You cried, yes. You fell, yes. But you didn't stay there, and that's what matters. People love to remind you of who you were, but you get to decide who you become. Let them talk. Let them whisper. Let them hold on to your past. You're too busy building your future. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your growth. You don't owe anyone permission to rise. The old you was a lesson. The new you is the result. Your pain was real, but so is your power. You are not who you were, and you don't have to stay where you fell. You are standing now. You are rising now, and the world is not ready for the version of you that's about to walk in. Burn the old photos, not because they weren't beautiful once, but because you can't step into your future dragging pieces of a past that no longer fits. Delete the old numbers. If they were meant to be part of your story now, they would be. Some connections are seasonal, and if you hold on too long, you miss your harvest. Forgive yourself, not for being perfect, but for being human, for trusting the wrong people, for staying too long, for not knowing what you didn't know back then. You were doing your best with a heart that just wanted love and a mind that was still growing. Release the weight. Some of what you carry was never yours to begin with. Other people's expectations, old guilt, dead dreams. It's time to set it down. You weren't built to break under that load. You were built to rise. And sometimes rising means letting go. Some doors must stay closed, no matter how curious you are about what's behind them. Because some rooms only bring confusion. Some chapters only bring pain. And if God closed the door, it's because He's opening one you haven't seen yet. The past is not your enemy, but it's also not your home. It's a teacher, a mirror, a moment. But it was never meant to be a prison. You weren't meant to live there. You were meant to learn and leave. You were meant to build from the ashes. You were meant to bloom where you were buried. You were meant to rise, to shine, to rewrite the ending. And now, it's time. Not next year. Not when they apologize. Not when the pain feels fair. Now, so hear me clearly. Don't let the past bury your future. Don't let what happened back then become the reason you settle now. Don't let old pain become your personality. Don't let guilt become your God. You are not the worst thing you've been through. You are not the mistakes you made in survival mode. You're not here to stay stuck. You're here to evolve, to rise, to become what the pain tried to prevent. The world doesn't need another person stuck in regret. It needs your transformation. It needs your growth. It needs your voice. It needs the fire that only comes from someone who has been through darkness and still chooses to shine. So walk boldly, walk healed, walk free. You don't live in your past anymore. You're building a future your past never saw coming. Thank you for watching this video. And if this message touched your soul, then you're exactly who I made it for. Make sure to subscribe for more raw truth, real healing, and the kind of power they don't teach in school. Turn on notifications so you never miss a drop, because next time I'm going even deeper. Wait and watch the next video. It will change how you see your life. Your transformation has already begun. Let's rise together.